Hi everyone, it's Dee from Turtle Dove. Hope you're all doing really well. Today I finally finished cleaning and sorting through my craft room. So I'll just give you a quick overview from I'm standing at the door. To my left is these are a whole heap of drawers. There's my table and my shelf, and there's the new shelf which I wanted to put above the bookshelf, but there wasn't a bin behind, so we couldn't do that. But it looks like organised chaos still because I have so many bits and bobs, especially over here. So I still want to get maybe another shelf or so, or even the black table there in the corner. I can fold that up and maybe buy another bookshelf, which might help. And then I can just keep that table folded up for when I need it. So that's my backdrop for my other channel and my little podium that I use to show things off sometimes. The only thing I have to do is in the wardrobe. This is a mirror here. I'll just open it. I did sort through all my backdrops and tablecloths and all my flowers that I use for crafting. The only thing I've got to do and sort through are these 4 drawers down the bottom. So it's reasonably done at the top. There's not much else I can change up there, so I'm going to leave that. But all these shelves here have been done, so I'm happy about that. And do you ever find that you go through and sort through stuff and then you find things that you forgot you had, which is a good thing. So this is still sort of messy looking. Believe it or not, these are full of nail polishes. I have a Certificate 3 in nail technology that I done about 9 years ago, and that is why. And I just love nail polishes, so that's why I have so many of those. So I've got to find another place for that. They're all my paints and my sewing machine in the corner and a little sewing box underneath, and just some cardboard empty boxes that I'm going to use for crafting. So I'm very happy with this new shelf. The reason I couldn't put it on top of this bookshelf is because you can see the beam is just, I don't know, 20 centimetres above the top of this bookshelf, and I would lose all that space that I can use on the top. So I had to put it over here, and I want a fairly strong one because, as you can see, I've got all my nice little supplies there. Just some glues and sequins and painting sealers and things like that, and then just some sprays and glitter at the end. So, and you can see these little cute little figures that I pop on the top of the lids of some items. They're cute little cauliflowers and fruit and vegetables and chickens and fish. And I have sorted through these, even though it looks messy. I know where everything is, and it just works for me now, and this is all I have, so that's fine. And I've got I bought some cheap cups just for now. They're a bit light, so I'm going to have to get a ceramic one eventually, but I just wanted to get rid of my awful looking jars and replace the brushes in something a bit more aesthetically pleasing, I think. And I definitely need to buy more of these, so I've sorted through all these and I've put all my embellishments and little pom-poms and all sorts in this big one. This big one's really nice actually. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 fairly big compartments, and I've just got all my wooden flourishes in here. And I did come across, I thought I'd painted all mine except for the men's sort of themed wooden flourishes, but I did find a couple more so that's a good thing. And then my desk, which hasn't really changed much other than I've just sorted through everything. I bought these little Sunday containers for about $1 each, just to put scissors and other little tools in there until I get some heavier ceramic ones. And just went through all my drawers there in the corner. So that's all done except for 2, for Christmas and Halloween. I'm going to do them just a bit at a time. It does take a long time to sort through everything. And underneath is a little bit better, just neatened up. There's a black box in the corner there, and that again is full of all sorts of empty containers that I can use for crafting. I've had to throw a few of them out actually because I had way too much, and I'm thinking I'm never going to use them all. So, and lastly, I have the corner. I did go to the shops and try and buy one more drawer, and they were sold out. Big W doesn't have them, so hopefully I'll go to another Big W and they'll still have one, because I wanted to add one more drawer to it. I've got all my little 6x6 paper pads in there, and I've got all my rhinestone stickers here, and all my paper flowers and other embellishments, butterflies, pom-poms, all sorts of things in there. And got all my tulle and unicorn hair and just a bit of all sorts in there. And down the bottom have some material and just some wool and such, and then all my serviettes at the back. And what helped me out, because this was just too full, because I couldn't buy another drawer, I bought this purple container, and I've popped all my paints, like not the tube paints, just paint pencils and textures and pens and all sorts in here. So that freed up a lot of room from there, which that's where they were. And in this white basket, if I'm puffed out, it's because I've just finished vacuuming the whole house. I did just want to vacuum this room because after cleaning it was a mess. But I thought while I had the vacuum out, I'll just do the whole house so I don't have to do it tomorrow. So I'm still puffed from that. It's a big job. Okay. So in this basket, I have all my lace and edging, fabric edging and twine, coloured lace, black and white lace, and then here's some just little lace hearts and such that you can pull apart or cut apart and use individually. And then these are all my fabric flowers, not all fabric but most of them are, and a few little bows in there as well, fabric bows. So that's freed up a lot of room in the drawer, and it's easy to get to, and the dust stays off of it, putting them in these little Ziploc bags, so I'm happy with that at the moment. So yeah, I want to try and still get one more drawer, and that will give me Maybe I can put, I don't know, I'll find something, and that will free up more room in the bookshelf there. So that's it, guys. As I said, I'd like to put a shelf here too, just to show off some things that I've made, and I'd like to put a couple of pictures up and such, but it's all a work in progress. So, oh, nearly forgot, almost forgot one of my most favourite things. I bought this little filing system, I guess you can call it, from IKEA. It's metal, it's quite heavy, so that had to go on to a, what do you call them? Now I've forgotten. A beam behind the wall. And this is a perfect place to pop all my papers. Cardstock, I have tissue paper here, acetate sheets, all my nice papers, and there's some sticker books at the front, and then just some odd sheets of paper. So I initially wanted to use this just for cut-offs, bits of leftover paper, but I found, I'll try and pan around slowly so you don't get dizzy, I found this little narrow plastic container that you just open, and it's just perfect for all the small offcuts of paper. So that's where that's going for now. I can do probably with another one of those as well. So yeah, so just a couple more drawers, and then I'm done. And if I stay on top of things, it's not going to be such a big job, but you know what it's like when you craft, you have everything all over the place. So, okay guys, hope you enjoyed this. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.